There's something that really bothers me, and it's this. A number of guys have divulged to me that they feel somehow replaceable or disposable. Why do we make them feel this way? Well, here are some pretty good reasons I've heard. For years, we have sent men to war. That's going to make them feel pretty disposable. What about in the working world? It's hierarchical. A man might feel like his job position could be replaced at any time. In a family, if a man's role is the material provider, he may feel that any other man could come along with more money and he could be replaced. Whereas a woman is seen as the emotional provider and is inherently valued more. This is even reflected in the unfair legislations we see in family law. And then there's dating, where women have a line of men waiting backstage and an attitude of one strike and you're out. So where does that leave our men? Feeling disposable and replaceable, which is just ridiculously unfair.
Yesterday I was watching Slightly Offensive, and they said that if PlayStation and all those video games would stop for a weekend, we would have a revolution. And it really got me thinking, because the argument was basically that men have this internal drive to conquer, change the world, really show up as men, and all this energy right now gets channeled into video games. And it really got me thinking, because I was thinking, yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the things that we're watching in masculinity is really this defiance, just going with the rules, not questioning anything. And it makes me feel that men sort of like have lost this drive, but maybe it's not true. Maybe they're just it's just getting channeled somewhere else. And it has also to do with this being stuck in childhood, like playing games. And I'm totally aware that, of course, our society also doesn't really make room for this, doesn't allow for this, because you're definitely tamed, and you're expected to live a certain way and to abide to all these rules, be civilized and so on. But that's why I think men's work is so important, like places where men can still be men. And I, for one, really love it when my partner is still showing up as a man, and when he's showing these traits of like conquering and standing up for what he believes in. So think about it, guys. I think it's something very interesting to consider.
If someone cheats on you and your relationship is under 1 year old, you should thank them. If it's older than 1 year old, that's a different story, but under 1 year, the correct response is thank you. Here's why. So a guy I was coaching called me up 2 days ago, really upset. He told me that a girl he'd been dating for a couple months ran off to Mexico or somewhere with one of her exes. And he was, as you would expect, not doing well. I told him, listen, man, you're looking at this wrong. You think that the objective of you dating her is to win her and have her as your partner, but the reality is she already agreed to be your girlfriend. You already won her. Now, the objective is to find out who she is. You really don't know somebody if you're under a year old in dating them. Let me give you a number. If you're 30 years old, been dating for 6 months, you only know that person for 1.5% of their entire life, which means you don't know them. So there's 3 types of cheaters. There is the serial cheater, the opportunistic cheater, and the neglected cheater. The serial cheater is basically like the evolved version of the last two. It's kind of like Eevee turning into Vaporeon, but we'll call this one a Horion. You can take solace in the fact that if you're in a relationship under 1 year old, the reason that they cheated isn't because of you. It's because they had a behavior that they brought into the relationship that they were already doing before they started dating you. There's a subset of psychology called cognitive behavioral therapy and behavioral evolution, which essentially says human beings are mostly driven by emotions and behaviors, and you don't really know somebody until you get to know them for a long time. Trust is developed through time plus congruency of actions and words, and your goal starting out when you're dating somebody is to vet them, find out who they are. Hey, who are you? Why should I let you in my life? So when you catch them, they're probably going to gaslight you and try to somehow spin it as if it's your fault. Fuck all that noise. If they bring baggage onto the train, that's their responsibility, not yours. Gentlemen, remember, we are not Captain Save-A-Ho. Ladies, you're looking for a partner, not a project. Thank them for the time and the fun that you had with them, and wish them the best and move on with your life. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Remember your worth. Remember your value. Respect yourself. Build your life into a freight train. People can get on. People can get off. The train don't stop.
Message is mainly for the guys. So if you're a girl, keep on scrolling. If you are dealing with a toxic ex-girlfriend or a girl that's back and forth in your life or just is playing games with you, I promise you, she does not give a shit about you and she does not want you. This girl knows the part she plays in your life, and she knows the power she holds and the accessibility. That is an ego booster for her. She knows that she lives in your head rent free. Therefore, because she knows her relevance, she's going to keep popping up in your life and being inconsistent or bringing up fights or arguing with you. So that way you can't move on. You can't be happy. And she is selfish. She doesn't want to see you happy with somebody else. She may not necessarily even want you, but she don't want to see you happy with somebody else. She doesn't want to see another girl reaping the benefits that she has, that power. Because when another girl is in the picture, that girl is taking her power away. She will no longer be relevant inside your mind. So therefore, she's popping up because she doesn't want to lose that.
Don't put your hands on my stuff.
Can you put it up there?
What?
Can you have somebody sitting there?
No, I don't want you to sit next to me. There's more seats available.
Oh, no, there isn't.
No, there isn't.
Standing room only.
No, there's not.
Ma'am, put it up there, or I'm going to get you off the train right now. Ma'am, I'm going to get you off the train. 29 on 3955. First car, unruly passenger.
They're ejecting her off. They're ejecting her off.
They did what thing. I appreciate that.
It's already a late train. Like.
Her guilty plea led to an 8-year prison sentence. In exchange, prosecutors dropped aggravated.
I think you misspoke. I think you meant to say 80-year prison sentence, because last time I checked, that is not okay in any way, shape, and form. Alright, I don't care if she pleaded guilty. I don't care whatever deal she made. Lock her up for good. Do not let her out. Kidnapping a 17-year-old child, sexually assaulting them, and doing God knows what else is fucked up. Okay, we, lock that woman up for good. She does not deserve any chance at redemption. She deserves to be behind bars for the rest of her life.
Instagram and OnlyFans model Jeannie Exum has been arrested for allegedly stabbing her boyfriend. The 22-year-old was taken into custody on Monday night and charged with assault after allegedly knifing Beau Francis Amore at her Manhattan apartment. The NYPD tells Access Hollywood that they responded to a 911 call around 6:45 p.m. Upon arrival, a 30-year-old man claimed that he had been stabbed in the back and arm with a kitchen knife during a verbal dispute. Authorities said the man was taken to Bellevue Hospital and is in stable condition after reportedly receiving stitches for his injuries. Exum has nearly 40,000 Instagram followers and frequently posts photos of herself wearing bikinis and lingerie. She was arraigned on Tuesday, when Judge Michael Gaffey reportedly issued a no-contact order against the influencer, which prohibits her from having any communication with Amore, who goes by the name Baby Boy Pajulis on social media. According to the New York Post and the New York Daily News, she was released without bail and is expected back in court on December 1st. The Post reports that prosecutors sought up to a $50,000 bond for Exum, arguing that the case was, quote, violent. Public defender Brooke Quincy Myers claimed to the Daily News and the Post that Amore does not want the case to go further. Amore himself has not commented publicly on the alleged incident. Access Hollywood has reached out to Myers for comment. In a video shared to her Instagram story on Tuesday, Exum appeared to smirk while at a police station, claiming in her caption that her phone had been taken away.